Hi guys, it's me UB Programmer and welcome to the lecture 8 of DBMS series. And in this lecture we will talk about a really important topic about the databases, which is the keys in database. So what the key really is, it is the attributes or the set of attribute to identify uh, an entity instance uniquely, and this uniquely here is in the bracket, and it's really important to remember, right? So why we need keys? Because there are so many rows in our database and we want to grab a particular row, so we will set the conditions with the attribute that will be our keys, right? And let's just break down this topic because we want to understand it in order to implement the databases. So what the attribute is, it's really a column, and where is the column? It is in the table. So if we talk about here in the attribute definition, which we have talked about in the previous lecture, so this employee will be a table in your database, and the salary will be a column within that table. There can be many columns like employee name, employee address, employee salary, and employee ID, and things like that. So this is the table and this is the column, which is the attribute of that table. And table we have learned about is the entity type, right? So it is the fancy name of the table, entity type. Okay, so now we are almost clear about the key. So we want to uniquely identify a row in our database, so that's why we use keys. And we have also said that used to access data records, which is the unique name for the rows in our database. There are many type of keys, so let's talk about that. So simple key, it will be containing only one attribute or one column. Composite key, it will contain more than one attribute or one column, right? And the important keys you should know about is this primary key and the foreign key. So we will cover the primary key in this lecture. So it is the most suitable column or attribute to uniquely identify data records. So in the employee table, the employee ID will be most suitable because it will be a different ID for every employee. So you can uniquely access any employee record with this employee ID. And we will create this primary key in our employee table as employee ID, and it can't be null. So you can't say an employee doesn't have any ID, so every employee will have ID, so it can't be null and in any condition. And it can't have duplicates, so no two employees can have the same ID, so this can't be possible. And then it can be single or composite key, so there can be two keys together representing as a primary key, or they can be only single key. And mostly it is preferred that you use a single key like employee ID as a primary key in your table. So that was the main keys you should know about, and we will talk about the foreign key in the next lecture. Thanks for watching.